Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to attempt to do almost a full face of Chanel makeup. I don't have everything, but I have enough where I could almost call it a full face. I really don't have a ton of Chanel products. They are very expensive. I am interested in them. I just never really wanted to spend the money, and so it took me a while. There's a couple products that they have that I really enjoy, and I've been wearing them for years now, and I will talk about that. So if you guys are interested, continue watching. Also, if you guys are new here, please don't forget to subscribe down below, and if you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps me grow. Now, I don't have any of the skincare, the primers from Chanel, and I've never tried anything from them. But I do have a foundation, and I have been using the Chanel Vita Lumiere, no, Aqua Vita Lumiere, something like that, for a very long time. I think that was one of my first nice foundations, and it lasted me a whole lot, and I used to love it a lot. But today I wanted to try this. This is the Beige Water Fresh Tint, and it looks weird. Initially I was like, wait, am I that shade? Like, that looks awfully dark. This is in medium, and this is my shade overall. I have been trying this for a couple weeks now, maybe a month, and I adore this product so much. This has the least coverage that I have ever experienced, but it almost puts like a filter on top of your skin. It is beautiful. I absolutely adore it, and I think for summer it's just perfect. Now, if you have blemishes and you like some coverage, you will not like this. This is definitely for somebody that barely wears makeup or barely wears like foundation. And on day-to-day basis, I really don't like wearing a full face. I enjoy just something like this, very just clean and fresh. Now, this product comes with a brush like this, and this is a full size, the head of it, but not the handle. So you actually get quite a good brush here, and it really works so well with this. And every time I wear this, I use the brush. So it's very useful. It's not one of those that you just throw out because it sucks. It actually is really good. So let's put this on. So I'm going to try to show you this product. It is mainly made out of water, which you're like, I'm paying how much for water? But the effect that it gives, it's so beautiful on the skin. So you pump this on your hand, and it's gonna go everywhere. So it has this water like texture, and it becomes a gel once you break these little beads, and that's how you get the pigment. Again, the pigment is barely there, but it has the most beautiful effect. So I'm gonna apply some on. And this is going to give you just a super hydrating, healthy glow with a little bit of tint. So I am going to use this brush to press the product in. So this is kind of the finish that you're gonna get from this. You don't know that I have makeup on right now. It's almost impossible. It's actually impossible to tell that I have anything on my skin. And I think that's why this product is so unique, is because it's traceless. You just don't know what's going on. Like, you just think I have super nice, even almost filtered skin. It's so stunning. I know some people are using this as a primer, but for me, I just think it would go to waste because it's so beautiful on the skin. It's such a big surprise. I just feel healthy and like my skin can breathe and I'm not just covering it up. So yeah, I think it is such a beautiful product, and I was actually very surprised because every time I saw this being used, I don't think you can tell on camera how beautiful it really is, and I just felt like that's so much money for a product that you really can't tell you have it on. But I think that's the whole point of makeup in the end, to just look radiant, to look healthy, to even out your skin, because it will even out your skin a little bit, but you can still see my freckles. I still have like my little spots right there. It just looks so good and stressless. It is absolutely one with the skin. The next product is this concealer, and this used to be my holy grail like 5 years ago. I know I was pregnant with my first baby, so probably 6 or 7 years ago now. Wow, time flies. But I loved this concealer. It was so beautiful. I haven't tried it since. And so this is the first time since then that I'm trying it on. So I got mine in the shade 20 Beige. This is supposed to be a long-lasting corrective concealer in 3 color correcting shades to address a range of skin concerns and imperfection. It's a light, well gel-based texture and soft focus pigments to comfortable wear and the most seamless finish. Okay, that sounds amazing. So I'm gonna put a little bit under my eye. Here, and because the foundation doesn't give me a ton of coverage, I do usually rely on the concealer to kind of cover any imperfections. So I'm gonna buff this in and see how it goes. I actually feel like this brush would be so good to blend this in, so I'm gonna try that. This is a great brush. I may go with the big one up here. Okay, this is just as good as I remember it. It looks beautiful around the eyes. It's not cakey at all. It's not glowy, but it's not super matte either. I see just a little bit of radiance, barely, but I really think that helps it just blend in better and just more seamlessly under the eyes. I'm gonna try to add just a little bit more and see if that is gonna build up. Just right here. So I do think I was able to build it up a little bit, and it's looking fantastic. It's looking so good on the skin. It doesn't settle in any of my lines under my eyes. It's stunning. I'm loving it so much. I'm not sure how it wears yet. From what I remember, it used to wear really good, but it's been a while, so I'll have to test that out. Not today, but another day. Now, I have no powder from Chanel, and I've never tried any powder from Chanel. They're very expensive, and I just love the powders that I have right now. So I really didn't want to spend money on another powder. So I will powder just a little bit under my eyes. I'm going to take my faithful Kosas powder and just powder slightly. I'm not going to touch the water tint, because that's just too beautiful. But here, just a little bit. Okay, that took the shine away, the little glow that this concealer had, and it just perfected everything. Okay, moving on. Now, I was always always a fan of this Chanel product. This is Soleil Tan de Chanel. This is probably 8 years old, so I will not put it on. I keep it for sentimental value maybe, but it is the old formula. I don't want to touch this. It's most likely gone bad, and I don't know why I can't get rid of it. And I know they came out with a new formula, and I read reviews that it's just not the same, so I never purchased that formula. So I don't have a bronzer from Chanel right now, so I will just bronze up slightly and be right back. I went ahead and filled in my brows with my Gucci brow product because I don't have any Chanel. I don't have any Chanel product. Now, blush. I have used one Chanel blush before, and it was a limited edition. I still have it. I love it so much. But it is more of a cream formula. It is not their baked blushes that they are so known for. So I did pick one of those up. And the one I picked is 55 in Love. And I haven't swatched it, I haven't tried it on, and I'm so excited. So this comes in this fancy pouch that I never keep, and this is packaging, and this is the inside. Whoop, there he goes. Now, for example, this I would never use. Like, even though it's soft, I would never use that for my blush. But this is the color that I have picked, and it had some glow to it. It was like a peachy, glowy goodness. So let's swatch it. Oh, it's pigmented. So I'm going to swatch it right here. It definitely has some kickback, but that looks so good. Let me show you closer. I'm not sure if you could probably see the glitter in there, the shimmer. I don't want to call it glitter because it's not, but it has this golden sheen all through it. So I'm very, very excited. For this, I'm going to take my Win Goss blush brush. Oh my gosh. Never will I get that right. This is a number 14, and it is one of the most unique brushes I have in my collection. It's beautiful. So I'm going to pick some up. There's some powderiness around it, but not horrible. And you get a beautiful big mirror. And I didn't blend that great. Let me fix that. Okay, now let's put this on. Such a beautiful color. Now this does smell like it has a perfumey smell, so you know, if you're not into that, just don't pick this up. Okay, so this reminds me a little bit of the Pat McGrath blush in Desert Orchid. I don't think they're the same, but it just gives me that vibe, and it kind of sits on the skin similarly, and that one also has some glow to it. I'm gonna put it here a little bit. So I am surprised at how matte it looks on the skin and how smoothing it is, because it has that glow, that golden undertone glow. I was expecting this to be much more glowier and just to enhance texture, maybe just a little bit. But this has completely made my pores look like flawless. It really does remind me in texture of the Pat McGrath one. Let me swatch it. Okay, so this is my Desert Orchid, and it just has the same effect. Yes. So here they are swatched. This is the Pat McGrath, and this is the Chanel one. Let me blend that in a little bit. They have similar finish to it. Now the Chanel is a little bit more powdery, and obviously it has a little bit more pink, and this has a little bit more brown undertone, but I feel like on the skin they are going to look a little bit similar. So I do find that they sit on the skin very, very similar. And this is one of my most favorite like powder blushes that I own. So that means I'm excited about this Chanel one. I didn't even do any research before because I didn't want to be influenced by which product to get. So this was the one that, like, yes, that color is something that I think I would love. Loving this blush so much, more than I thought I would. Now, I knew that Chanel was kind of known for their blush formula, but I just was never attracted to them. I don't know why. Maybe it's the packaging. It's like that, like smaller, compact, and just raised. That doesn't attract me to blushes, but the way this sits on the skin, the color, the sheen that it has, it's perfection. It is so, so good. So moving on to the highlighter. Now I have really high expectations because everything turned out to be amazing. So this is the Sheer Healthy Glow Highlighting Fluid in Pearly Glow. This is the lighter version. The other one seemed just a little bit too dark, and it seemed like it would be great for like summertime or like an all over glow, not just a highlighter. So this is how this one looks like. Let me show you. It is in this beautiful glass packaging, and I probably could have used this as a primer just in the high points of my face, but I really wanted you guys to see how the water tint looks on just a bare face. So I'm gonna pump a little bit here. It is kind of watery and it looks very white. Okay, it goes a long way. Look at that. Now, I really didn't want to purchase this because I have my Lisa Eldridge ones that I am obsessed with. I use them daily and they're just everything for me. But I really wanted to give you guys a better understanding of certain products from the brand, and I knew that this one was very popular. So I blended that out and it looks stunning. It looks pretty bright, like the color is a little bit more cool tone. It has some pink in there, but I think it's see-through enough that you could probably wear it with whatever. So I'm not sure how to even put this on. I think I'm gonna put just a tiny bit like that, like barely a dot, and then go in with my finger. Again, I really haven't done a ton of research on these products. I did know that this was a more popular product that they have. So I have a little bit on my finger and I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, that is stunning. So this actually does remind me of the Lisa Eldridge because they're just so watery almost, but they have just such a seamless blend and it just makes your skin look wet and glowy at the same time, but you don't see any actual pigment. And I also feel like it doesn't emphasize any texture, it just blurs it. Hopefully you guys can kind of see the effect that it gives. It is so beautiful. I added a little bit much here. I wonder how people use this. Do they use a brush or a beauty blender? I would think fingers is the easiest. I do think it kind of covered a little bit of my blush, but I would add a little bit of blush on top of this, which is what I have to do for the Lisa Eldridge as well, because I feel like it just covers some of the blush. I don't know if it lifts it up because the product is still there. I don't feel like I don't have foundation or blush underneath, but it changes the texture. It changes just overall the color. So I do think that I'll have to put a little bit more blush after. I do think that this is a product that I will end up using underneath my blush. And right now it's not tacky at all. So I hope you guys can see the beautiful glow it has. It is so elegant. It is so refined. And this is just my kind of glow. Okay, I'm going to put just a little bit more of this blush to blush me up a little bit. And I want to see how those mesh together. I think that works. I don't think it catches too much in one area because this has set down quite a bit. So now I kind of want to take this and try to use a brush. It is so liquid that it kind of scares me, but I just want to see how it would work. So I am going to take a synthetic brush. This is just from Real Techniques. Just blend it on my skin and add a little bit right here. Yeah. Yes. That actually works better than I thought. Because it does set, you don't have to buff it into the skin as much. And you're not disturbing underneath. So this may be a better way to apply this product. Okay, I was really hoping this wasn't gonna work and it's gonna look like terrible so I can return it, but. Okay, moving on to the eyes. I have purchased in the past Chanel quads and the Christmas ones that they come or like for whatever occasion. And I have never been a huge fan of their eyeshadows. I ended up getting rid of all of them. It just was never something that I absolutely loved and I wanted to have. So because of that, I did not purchase an eyeshadow. However, I did purchase one of their eyeshadow toppers or one and done kind of eyeshadow, like the ones in the pods. And this is the one I purchased. This is in a New Moon. And it's just a stunning, beautiful, sparkly color. Now, I used to wear one other shade like all the time, a long time ago. I think it was before I was even married. I can't remember the name and it's discontinued. They don't have it, but it was this bronzy, coppery color. It was stunning. And I literally wore that every single day because I had a Chanel product and that was gifted to me at the time. So this one is very, very sparkly and glowy. I'll show you here. This is how it swatches. It is absolutely stunning. It is one of the more unique colors that I have. It just has so much going on in there. It's almost like a pinkish purpley base and there's sparkles, there's purple sparkles, yellow gold sparkles. There's just a lot going on and it is beautiful. It looks so good on the eye just by itself. You don't want to wear anything else because it's gonna take away from how gorgeous this is. And so I didn't feel like I had to have anything else for the eyes. So let's apply this one. I do apply it mainly with my fingers and just put it all over the lid. Every time I wore this one, somebody asked me, what do you have on your eyes? Because it's so reflective, and like when I'm at work and doing hair and the light hits it just right, it's so satisfying. Again, this is not necessarily a new product to me. I have been wearing this one for some time now. Look how stunning that looks. I love it. I do like to take a synthetic brush like this. This one is from Real Techniques and it is the defining crease brush. and grab a little bit of my product on here and just blend it in the crease a little bit. I just want this to be like blown out and just very diffused and just all over. And I feel like that spreads the glitter just enough. Look how stunning that looks. I probably could have picked a better blush to go with this. I didn't really think that through, but it's okay. We'll make it work because they're both so beautiful. I will take a little bit under my eyes as well and just smudge it. And I will say that this has barely any fallout, mostly when I use my finger with it. So that is New Moon on the eyes, and I think it is so beautiful. It is so sophisticated, but it does give you an oomph. Like it makes you look at the eyes when you're wearing it. So loving it so much. Moving on to mascara. I have been really loving this mascara for years now. This is their like basic mascara, the volume Chanel by Chanel. It has a wand like this, and it's kind of spiky, and I would say that initially I felt like, oh, I'm kind of poking myself, but I just kind of quickly learned how to work with it, and it's great. It's just stable. It gives you volume, it gives you length, it holds my curls. It doesn't smudge terribly. I mean, a dot here and there, but overall it stays on all day. And one more thing about this mascara, I feel like it never dries out in the best way possible. Like after 2 weeks, it's like perfect, but then it kind of stays at the same level of dryness till you have to throw it out. Which is great because sometimes with some mascaras, they dry out so quickly that you don't even get your 3-4 months of use from them. So that's one coat of this mascara, and I think it separates the lashes, it elongates them. I feel like it does everything, and they look really, really good. I usually put at least 2 coats, because I like big lashes, and I never ever wear fake lashes. Even on occasions, very, very rarely will I put some individuals on or strip. Whew, I better be getting married. Even in my wedding, I didn't wear lashes. So I will say that lashes do make a huge difference. So when I do people's makeup, I definitely suggest putting some lashes, even if it's like individuals. I think it makes such a big difference. I just cannot be bothered by the glue, and I feel like I like my lashes, natural like lashes, enough where I don't feel the need to add fake lashes. And when I do, I always feel like I lose my natural lashes, so then I freak out. And this is how the mascara looks like. I like it. It is a good, like just good mascara overall in every aspect. It curls, it gives me volume, it gives me length, and it's not too chunky, like it doesn't get clumpy. It's such a good mascara. Now, can you find drugstore versions? Absolutely. You do not need to spend the money for this one, but I remember I like stocked up when Nordstrom had a sale, buy 2 get 1 free. All of their mascaras like from Nordstrom, so I stocked up on this one and Tom Ford. What I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna take my fluffy brush like this, and I'm gonna try to blend the blush with the eyeshadow a little bit and just add a little bit of warmth here. See if that's gonna be easier. Yeah, see, I can kind of make this work. I'm trying to work with like cool tones and warm tones and I think this blends it in a little bit better. Now all we have left is the lips. And with Chanel lipsticks, I'm more familiar. I even wore the Chanel on my wedding day. I actually wore this color right here, is the Rouge Coco number 34. It's just this beautiful rosy color right there. And I really like pretty much overall all their formulas, but I wanted to try a formula that I've never tried before. And so a couple weeks ago I purchased, where is it, this one right here. So I purchased this, you know, probably 2-3 weeks ago, and I have been putting it to the test, and I really wanted to know what the hype is about this product because Chanel is known for this formula. So you have two products. You have the pigment right here. It's pretty much lipstick, but it dries on the lips. You leave it for like a minute, 30 seconds, a minute, and then you have the gloss that goes on top of this. So you kind of need to have them both, and sometimes throughout the day I will reapply this one. Now this stays on all day long. This will not come off. This will stay through you eating a burger, you eating fries, you just everything. And it's such a pain to take it off. I have to use my Lancome remover, the one that has oil in it, because that's the only thing that will actually take this off, and I don't have to sit there and scrub at my lips. So I'm gonna try this on for you. The color I have is Timeless Beige. I tried the like soft caramel or something like that, and that was actually kind of streaky. I didn't like it. I returned it, so I just kept this one. Now I will line my lips because this is a bit just too nude that I just want my lips to be lined. So I will take my M Cosmetics in Mink and line my lips real quick. Okay, and now I'm gonna take the product and apply this one. And now I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to try not to talk too much so I won't get lines in my lips. And now that it's dry, look, that's what happens if you don't put this on. I'm going to add the gloss. And there you go. It's literally gonna stay on until I scrub it off or use that makeup remover. Now this, we have seen this formula around, like even at drugstore, higher end, but I've never seen it executed this well. I feel like it really does stay on, and once the gloss fades, I feel like I should reapply it, but I can go without reapplying it. Like, I had it on at work the other day. I started early. I didn't reapply it till the end of the day. I was literally at home when I added the gloss on top of it, and I didn't feel like my lips look crusty or like separated. I felt like, okay, it's probably time to put it on just to make it just glossier and more moisturizing, but it's not bad. Some of the other products, the second the gloss fades, you have to reapply because it just it cracks. Like the lipstick pretty much cracks on your lips. This is not the case with this one. It works so well, and it's a beautiful, unique product. And that is pretty much a full face of Chanel makeup. If I were to pick one, I would say the water tint is probably my most favorite, most unique, and the product that I am most excited about. It's because I can use it every day, and it just puts a filter on my face. But you can't see it. It's the most seamless product I've ever tried. And overall, I have good skin. I don't have huge breakouts. I don't have acne. I have like my freckles, but I don't mind them. I've always had them my entire life. So I don't necessarily want to cover those up. So I really, really enjoy that product so much. And the blush is another product that I'm loving more than I thought I would. It's just beautiful. It reminds me again a lot of the Pat McGrath, and that is one of my holy grail products. But overall, I don't think there's been one fail. I've actually enjoyed every single one of them, and now I'm more interested in Chanel, sadly, because Chanel is expensive. And is it worth it? I know there's other products that are cheaper, even at Sephora or even drugstore, that perform very similarly to some of these products. However, something like this, I have never tried anything that's even similar to this that performs this well. And also the eyeshadow, I think it's very unique. The mascara, you can definitely dupe. Even the lipstick, like, it's not something that if I run out of it, I have to go purchase. Also, the highlighter, Lisa Eldridge, is pretty much the same thing. You have more options for colors there. And there are other products like that, like even the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Glow. I feel like that kind of reminds me of this a little bit. But again, the skin is so good. The water tint, even the concealer is really beautiful. What are your favorite Chanel products? Tell me what I should try, because they have such a beautiful, elegant, and just overall luxurious collection of makeup that I just don't even know which one I should pick, because they're all so beautiful. So let me know your recommendations down below. Again, if you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to subscribe. And if you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And with that being said, I will see you guys in my next video.